Okay, we are back on the ship. We modeled Ashara a bit. Sadly, the customization I wanted for her is still in the game, but the NPC who has it does not sell it. There you get an error message somewhere here. Yeah, as you can see, I did lots of looking around. Oh. Okay, maybe it's too far up. Okay, yeah, then you just have to believe me. So I got another one which I never used before, but it makes her look older and the voice won't change. And the voice is nearly similar to that of the German synchronizations. But yeah, let me know what you think and let's get going.
Looks as if we have two new travelers. The ghost and a little Jedi pet. Wonderful. The pirate thinks he has another ghost story for us to investigate, too.
My lord, it's Carl, your apprentice. Corin's here with me. We don't have much time to talk. Thanaton tried to make us his. Claimed you were dead. We managed to flee Drummond-Cast, but his lords have been hounding us through every sector.
Where are you now?
We've set a course for Quesh, a nasty little swamp world. The warfare on the planet should allow us to hide from Thanaton. We need your help. We took something from Thanaton, something to help you beat him. Blast! Ship's hit! Emergency landing on Quesh! Hurry!
If Thanaton kills your apprentices, he will appear very weak indeed. It looks like hunting ghosts will have to wait.
Daga ay wisandans ni namans for isis bi jandans amin. Sai galut saida iswis us ufdandan ja atnam in puidangarja.
I have been having disturbing visions, little Sith, waking nightmares. A stranger creeps into Tulakord's resting place and disturbs his sleep. It is an ill omen.
What do you expect me to do about it?
How saip sai
His
uran sa
tomb may be
sayans
stripped bare
du
of its
sayan
treasures, but I will
frawa.
not allow his grave to be defiled.
I'll look into it when I get the chance.
Ainai fragins.
Thank you, my master.
Ustapaim ay
I
sijay
will
in
devour
alam is
anyone who
frumadine
dares
habans.
approach that grave. Okay, was there another thing with him? Adrenicus can wait, but Ashara we will talk to.
I need to talk. I can't serve you if I can't trust you, if I can't believe in what you're working for.
I try to walk in the light and transform the Empire from within. That's all I can promise.
But into what? What kind of empire do you see? You can't change the dark side. How do you propose to change an empire rooted in it?
The Empire needs strong, rational leadership. A rational empire is a peaceful one.
And you think you can provide that? I will not go against the Jedi teachings or my conscience. But I'll do what I can.
Okay. She looks older, but her voice is still young. I never used that skin, and yeah, I am not really sure
Hail to
if
the Emperor.
I got her
More
back
importantly,
yet.
hail to you,
With-
Master.
Yeah. In the level 60 story, 70 storyline, I'm not sure I have her back yet. If we get her back, I don't know. We will find out. But first, let's go to Quesh.
My lord, it looks like Thanaton's man will catch us before you arrive. Corin and I will try our best to stave him off, but Lord Cineratus is not a man to be trifled with. The item we stole was the key to a hidden entrance to Darth Thanaton's private meditation chambers. It is the perfect ambush spot for when you have enough power to face him. If Corin and I don't make it, we hope you'll avenge our deaths. Crush Thanaton, and usher in the new era for the Sith.
You know, I like having her as a tank. The last time I played it, you could not yet choose if you wanted your companions to be damage dealer, heal or tank. And she was damage dealer and she fell like a leaf. Yeah, she was not a... If you were a tank, she was perfect, I think. But as a heal or as a damage dealer, I could not use her really. And she looks cool. I like that. Yeah, there is not much on Quest story-wise. I guess we only have this one conversation. Shara, where are you? Honey? She ran away. Give me a moment.
I hope I haven't displeased you.
And her
Let's
comment when we visited this planet was perfect.
Are you the Sith who killed my apprentices?
My lord, I assure you it was nothing personal. I just prefer to stay off Thanaton's hit list. Or do you really think I have nothing better to do than chase a pair of low apprentices across the blasted galaxy? Now, as often happens when two Sith first meet, one of us isn't leaving this room alive. So I propose a toast. To the honourably defeated.
Are you sure you won't consider joining me? Not that anyone would question your loyalty to Thanaton, of course.
That's a tall order. Honour demands I die if I betray my master.
I don't suppose your honour can be bought.
Now there's a thought. Alderaanian brandy isn't cheap. I wouldn't sell out for anything less than a new set of Starship stabilizers. Your little rogues mangled mine during the chase.
I'd say we've come to an agreement.
Excellent, my lord. You may consider myself and my minions at your command. You'd best not linger. I wasn't the only Sith chasing these two. I'll cover your escape.
What the hell? I didn't know you could do that. I always killed him. Always. Yeah, and that was the reason we were on Quest, and we will not be coming back to Quest. This planet is really short on every Imperial story, but the way over here was took longer than the whole conversation just did. And I did not know you could actually let him live. I always choose to kill him at some point. Really like to see if we will see him again or if he simply vanishes. That's, yeah. Didn't
Old
really
apprentices are
expect that.
dead, but they managed to steal the key to Thanaton's meditation.
And so goes the last of my legacy, your self-accepted. But this key, perhaps their death was not such a waste. Thanaton's private meditation chamber would be the perfect place for an ambush.
We done playing with ghosts yet? Where I come from, man takes your dignity, you break his teeth.
We shouldn't rush to seek revenge.
We can't afford haste. I'd advise against facing Thanaton until you've gained more power.
We need to find another ghost.
You know, it's just hearsay, but there have been strange rumors coming off Hoth lately. Ships crashing mysteriously, and crews hearing voices. Some pretty level-headed people I know are spooked.
Ashara and I will look into these Hoth rumors. In the meantime, you should consider replacing your apprentices. You will appear weak if you don't try to restore what Thanaton destroyed. I've heard a new group of acolytes have arrived on Korriban. Slaves. The kind that Thanaton always passes on. Our old friend Harkon is training them.
I already have an apprentice.
Thanaton took 2 apprentices from you. And fallen or not, this one can hardly be called Sith. An apprentice from Korriban is a special honor. It says you have status, and you will have your pick of the group. Go to Korriban while we study these Hoth rumors your pirate friend produced.
Oh, it's already there. Oh, wow. Yeah, we will go see Harkon. I wish I could do an evil Loth right now, because he will bite his tongue. I guess he will really, really bite his tongue. I can't wait to see. I thought it was after Hoth that we were going to Korriban, but it is before we go to Korriban, Hoth, and that's awesome. We are right back where we started. This is where we started, and now the new slaves will arrive. It's been only a few weeks, and now we stand here as mighty Sith Lord.
Are the slime, the filth, the wretches of society. You are what Sith Lords scrape off their boots. I don't know why the Sith Empire even bothers with you, miserable curs. They'd be wiser to give you shovels and have you dig your own graves.
Oh, Harkon. Good to see you haven't changed one bit.
Well, well, my lord. I certainly never expected to see you again. I was just preparing these new slaves for their imminent death. Are you here for an apprentice, or were you just feeling nostalgic?
I was just thinking of what good times we had together. Well, that and my apprentices were just ruthlessly killed.
Good times, yes. Thanaton had the sense to pass up this cancerous lot, so they're yours if you want them. This worm is Sephiroth. They found him in a Hutt's palace, crushing prisoners' heads for the Hutt's entertainment.
Steve Pamuhu Mwaga.
Shut up, slave. You don't talk directly to a Lord of the Sith unless she asks it. This beady-eyed monstrosity is Argog. Don't know where on a Kathhound's backside he's supposed to come from.
Striker Draga Stolfreakin on Kailaha.
Sorry, what was that? Can't understand a word it says. This gangly creature is Jackson. He's no Sith, but he's at least human. And this bone-faced one, well, I can't pronounce whatever gibberish he says he's called. We call him Zalek.
Master.
Don't let him fool you. Too wild for his own good. There were 2 others, but we made the mistake of leaving them alone with Zalek.
I caution you against choosing favorites, Harkon. I will check in often.
You may check back as you please. I don't expect it to take too long to chew through this bunch. What are you staring at, wretches? You know your trial. Now go!
I trust our friend Harkon is doing well. If your business is finished on Korriban, it's time we looked for another spirit to bind.
If it were up to me, we'd attack Thanaton now.
I don't think that's a good idea. Thanaton will not be caught off guard this time. You must shore up enough power to destroy him.
We think what Andronicus has heard is true. A Republic transport crashed over Hoth about a year ago. It was carrying artifacts from a Sith tomb that the Jedi had confiscated.
You think they got the tomb's chief resident as well?
More likely than not.
The Jedi never recovered the transport. I don't like the idea of binding the dead like this, but if you have to, I'd start looking for that transport.
And we will do that now, because I'm pretty sure after editing out all the running and the few loading screens we had, I would be down to 15 minutes or something like that, so I will at least start on Hoth, and maybe we get through it completely. I will ignore all those companions for now and do them after we're done.
Found some more information on this ghost business, Andronicus.
Look, I've been doing some digging around, and by all accounts, this stuff is more messed up than Tatooine. Pirates run this place, though the Empire and the Republic have dared to move in of late. Still, ships don't land here. The cold is part of it, but there are other rumors. The kind you'd ignore if you had sense.
Fortunately, I'm not interested in sense. Only ghosts. What do these rumors say?
There was a light freighter out of Yavin 4, the Star Runner, disappeared over this place. Reported some strange happenings before it did. It was a smuggler vessel loaded full of ancient junk from Yavin's tombs. If I wanted to catch a ghost, I'd start asking after that ship.
This looks like an excellent opportunity to continue your training, Ashara.
I'm ready, Master.
Hollow Chatter says the Empire's operating on this ice block, so you might try using your new Lord of the Sith authority. Careful, though. Place is crawling with pirates, and they aren't all as nice as me.
I'm looking for a ship called the Star Runner.
My lord, truly an honor and a surprise. I'm afraid no ships have landed on Hoth in ages, unless it's a crash. Actually, the name Star Runner sounds familiar. If I may ask, what do you need the ship for? You're here on Darth Thanaton's behalf, naturally.
That's not yours to know.
Of course, my lord. It was rude of me to ask. Star Runner. Blast. Your ship crashed years ago. It's buried under a few tons of snow by now. Your best bet? No. Give me a few months to get a recovery team on it.
I'm afraid you may be dead in a few months. Is there a faster solution?
Well, I mean, there's an Imperial Reclamation Service team you could take command of, if you wanted. It's just, the lieutenant in charge is a little odd. Too much time digging in tombs, you understand.
I only care that he can find the ship.
Lieutenant Talos Drellick could find a piece of glass in the Tatooine desert, but he's very particular about his work. I'm afraid I can't call Lieutenant Drellick. The weather on Hoth is bad for communications. The team's way out in the way searching for some mythical Sith temple on Hoth of all places. Good luck, my lord.
Realizing there's a lot I don't understand about the Empire.
I don't expect a Jedi to understand. But the Empire is strength and freedom.
They certainly talk a lot about strength, but freedom? From what I've seen, that belongs to a select few. Slavery is everywhere. And even among the so-called free, only the Sith act with any sort of independence. It's hard to see good in an empire that thinks of non-humans as nothing more than slaves.
The Empire is a meritocracy. Those that can rise to the top. The inferior fall behind.
It doesn't sound as if merit has anything to do with it. I just wonder. The original Sith weren't human. It's a contradiction.
I do not share the Empire's species preference, but I'm not in any place to change it, yet.
Yet. But that's what we're working toward, right? Maybe not a good empire, but a reasonable one.
We're close, boys. We'll find that temple, I can feel it. Rogers, no cutting corners. Don't forget the salt. Salt's not the best solution, but it's the only thing that doesn't freeze out here, and solid footing is a must.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Talus Drellick of the Imperial Reclamation Service.
My lord, I am honored. I heard you single-handedly unearthed artifacts of the great Tulak Horde. I'm a Naga Sadar man myself, but I'd love to compare notes. What brings you to Hoth, and how may I be of service?
I'm taking over this team in order to locate a ship called the Star Runner.
A ship. Not usually our line, but let's hear it. Maybe we can help. A bit new for the Reclamation Service. But artifacts. And a ghost. I've heard that the dead talk down in the tombs, but to see one, I wonder if it'd be possible to make a hollow image.
I imagine it would depend on the light.
Yes, darker would be better. Engineer Sorrel, do we have any probes that aren't frozen solid?
Shalora works as good as any in these conditions, sir. She may not look like much, but she's got heart.
If my guess is correct, the captain would have launched a distress beacon before the crash, which would give us a line on the ship.
Not a bad idea.
Beware, my lord. The cold's master out here. My boys and I are going to shift camp. Try to get a better communication setup going. But let us know if you find anything.
This is Captain Quellen of the Star Runner. SOS. I repeat, SOS. We're caught in Hoth's gravitational pull and falling fast. Strange events date back 2 weeks. Yavin 4 artifacts believed to be the source. Something has taken control of the ship. To whomever finds this message, burn this vessel. Don't look inside. Don't touch it. Burn it.
Lieutenant Drellick really is something else. Could find a wampa hair in a snowdrift, I bet.
It still doesn't tell me where the ship is.
No, but we have a bearing from the beacon launch. And those tracks. Somebody beat us to this thing. Lieutenant, sir. We found the beacon, but no ship. There's some light tracks, though. Appear to be a few days old.
Have Shalora zoom in, Sorrel. I've been studying alien tracks since I was old enough to know a Twi'lek from a Toccata. Ortolan. I'd know them if they were 6 days old and covered in jam. Those are Ortolan tracks.
I'll be sure to look for you next time my ship's galley is invaded by a pack of Ortolans.
That's a good one. I'll have to remember that next time the Imperial Reclamation Service Trackers Committee meets. It looks like those Ortolans dug something up. Possibly a clue to the ship's location. Sorrel, where's the nearest Ortolan camp?
It's a ways beyond the next outpost, but the tracks look headed in the right direction.
Well, might be time to put on your best diplomatic face, my lord. Ortolans don't like outsiders much, but it looks like they're the key to finding our ghost.
I will be utterly charming.
I'll have Sorrel bring the beacon to the base. Between it and the Ortolans, we're bound to have a breakthrough. We'll be there when you're through dealing with the Ortolans.
with this lovely view of Hoth, I decide we reached the hour mark, so I guess a half an hour about for you. Let's split this planet in two. Not literally, but yeah, you get what I mean. See you the next time. I will record right after this one the next part, and have a nice evening. Bye bye.